Welcome to the Den of Tools.
Howdy ho, guys and gals, it's Red, your friendly neighborhood tool bear, back again here in the Den of Tools, and today we're talking, actually getting paws on, with one of these all-in-wonder, if you will, universal toolkits that we've talked about before on the channel. Now, this one is my excited work. No, I've never heard of them before either. But everyone's got one. There's a Harbor Freight one. There's a Husky one. I'm sure there's a Cobalt one. Everyone's got one of these cheap one and done beginner kind of sets. That's always think of them as a beginner starter, kind of set. And I've been really down on them. For years, if you follow the channel, I've never been a fan of tool sets like this. I've always preferred going out and buying smaller sets that are of higher quality is generally the way I feel about it. Which is odd, just, as down as I am on these sets, to have a company like this say they want to pay to sponsor a video. I don't know. In fact, we're going to talk later in the video, towards the end, like at the end of the video, I'll cover what our policy is as far as paid videos and why I'll accept a paid video or won't accept a paid video. I'll even tell you how much they paid for the video. How about that? We like to be brutally honest, the bare truth, if you will. But I'm going to show you this thing in use and what I think about it, and then we can have a discussion about whether it's actually useful for somebody. As I said, I have a heavy bias against toolkits like this. And so this thing is supposed to cover anything you need in your basic, around the house kind of thing for $70 there with Prime free shipping off of Amazon. At least you've got the Amazon protection behind it and whatnot. It's got a nice, assortment of tools and whatnot. So let's take a look at it, see what it can do, put it through what I think is one of the most basic automotive kind of things you could possibly do, and then we'll discuss it. Well, there you go. There you saw it. Oh, that was painful. Did it get the job done? It did. Did I like doing it? No. Would I do it again? Not if I didn't have to. Now, it was a perfect kind of storm opportunity. I just moved everything down to our new shop we have in town here. And I got a little overzealous and took like all my tools down there. And I don't have a lot of tools here at the house. Well, we get home from our trip to Vegas, and the Suburban's dead. And it was a parasitic draw on a USB device the wife left plugged in. Well, she learned her lesson on that. Anyway, did this do the job? It did. And luckily I had it there. I was able to get it done. There's luckily. Okay, that we'll talk about luckily in just a minute. Anyway, let's talk about what this thing has. We talked about what pieces are in it. Here's your basic tools. You've got a mini set of alignment pliers. You got some channel locks. You got a hammer. The hammer is probably the most worthless thing in here. It is a tiny, tiny hammer. And I got to tell you, I'm really sick and tired of this. These pictures here, the pictures they use. This is okay. That might be their saw. This picture of the wrench here is clearly photoshopped. It's cutting off half the nut. There's no way that's actually working. Are you telling me that, look, that's photoshopped in? Yeah, a pro who does vinyl wraps is using this to trim up a car. The bike one, I'm like, looks like he's tightening the chain or something with the screwdriver. Maybe it's the bracket behind it. I don't know. As I said, I really hate the whole Photoshop. I thought, well, this one at least, these look like it's the actual tool here. Then I look down here and I'm like, maybe. I can remember that's clearly photoshopped in. That hammer's not actually doing anything. The screwdriver. Anyway, I get they all do it. It's hard to blame any of them for doing it. But I do stand by what I said before, which is the quality of each individual tools is a joke. They're really low quality. I'll be honest, the grip on the screwdrivers, I actually kind of like the grip on the screwdrivers. The wrenches, honestly, was not a problem. It was not, a lot of the cheap ones have a rough finish to them. They weren't too bad. The metal on the wrenches, though, felt like pot metal. It was so rough and not fun to use and whatnot. The ratchet was just terrible. Did it work? It did the work. But you know what? And I'm being biased. I'm a biased bear because I have so many nice other tools to use. If I'm just getting started, I always think of this as an apartment set of tools. This is like, I'm in an apartment. I just need to like put together some IKEA furniture, fix my bike, change a battery in my car, maybe. One extension piece, one good long extension piece, a 6-inch extension would have made a world of difference here. That's all. I would have, if I'd had that, it would have been a simple and easy job, and I would have been done and out of here. And one thing I didn't show was in putting this thing back in, I dropped the wrench. It went down into some nearly inaccessible part, and I had to finish using the tongue and groove pliers, and they worked just fine. The wrench will come out of the vehicle at some point. No, I'm kidding. I had the cub go underneath this morning and fish it out. But anyway, will the stuff work? Yes. Is it a pleasure to work with? No. You tell me, is there real value to you people out there in sets like this? And for those, I know a lot of you tool snobs like me are going to be like, I would never buy that. I don't care to hear from you. We already know what our opinion is. But for those folks who are on a budget, looking to just get started, we know a lot of guys who are in apartments and condos, or they're sharing a bedroom, at a house or something. They don't have a huge workspace, but they still want to do stuff themselves, and more power to you. God love you for doing that and getting into the DIY thing, because you guys are awesome. And I really respect, making that effort. Is this a set that you would honestly use? Let me know down in the comments. I want to know what you think about it. Now, as to the sponsorship kind of thing, because I promised I would talk about that. Oh, real quick, let me show you. By the way, this company, they sell other sets and stuff. They've got the pink for the ladies set. Was excited to see this one. They have an impact bolt nut extractor set. And I have not got a chance to use it or see how good it is, but the reviews on it are pretty good. We always look for the fish hook, and that's like where the 1-star is more than the 2 or 3-star combined. That's where you start getting the fish hook, and you know that the reviews might be a little fishy. In fact, if you look at the reviews on this one, there's a slight bit of a fish hook, but it's marginal. It's not more than the 3-star. The 2 stars exceptionally low. That might just be the issue there. But we look at the other ones. Not too bad on this set. Not too bad. I mean, if you look at the reviews on these are generally okay. They also have some outdoor lawn or patio furniture kind of stuff. I do like the screen. The screen seems nice. I like the screen. We got, more toolkits and more outdoor kind of furniture. I don't know what to say. Anyway, as to why we accepted this. Here's the whole truth and nothing but the truth and the bare facts, if you would. How much did they pay? They paid $600. I know, right? And the reality is, I have been doing this for 6 years. We've been doing it full time for 3 years. And companies are constantly pestering me. Hey, will you do videos of our products? We'll send you a free product. I had somebody the other day. They were upset when I said no, I wouldn't do a free video of their $5 product in exchange for one of their products. I'm like, oh boy, can I? All right. I get it. I get it. And when you're just starting out, it's a real temptation to do videos and stuff like that. But the problem is you get to the point where saying no, they won't accept no. They're very pushy. So what I have is I just send them this form email that says, here's how much it costs. We'd be happy to do a video. Here's how much it costs. And the full package is like $1,500. And nobody ever takes that. And basically, this video is like I think I asked $750 and they came back at $600. I'm like, well, you know what? Honestly, I still would have said no, but you guys have been asking for videos about these toolkits. And I thought it'd be a good jumping off point to start doing some videos about other toolkits and stuff like that and see what your general take is. Are you guys actually genuinely interested in toolkits like this? And if so, we'll go out there and we'll try and find what are the best toolkits to get started with. Anyway, I think that answers all of it. I can't recommend this kit because I wouldn't want to have to use it. And I'm definitely not in a position to say, hey, this is the best toolkit out there. You all are in a better position. So let me hear what your thoughts are in down there. Are the tools bad? No, they're not bad. Are they good? No, they're not good. Did they do the job? They did. And honestly, if I'd had a longer extension, I wouldn't have even, been all that hesitant about, saying this was an okay kit. I'll be honest. Yeah, the Ratchet is pretty bad quality. But, again, it does what it's supposed to do. Who cares how pretty it is? Anyway, if there's any other questions you feel I haven't answered, feel free to put them down in the comments. That's all the bear has for you today. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.